In your current role as either call taker or dispatcher, this is your first time fulfilling this role in your career, yes or no? So, question for us, and I want to kind of two of the three of us, first time of the role. Then that means, would it be a fair assumption for me today that many of us had to learn a new skill set to step into this role? Like it was a new skill set. However, you might say, well, I fulfilled a similar role, but it was a different company or a different organization. Like maybe, hey, Chris, I worked in a work. Maybe you might have worked in like a medical call center. Maybe you worked in, I don't know, maybe you answered phones for maybe somebody like a warehouse company that fulfills orders. I don't know where you started from. Here's what we do know. I believe this in life, and I want you to remember this. I believe you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Every decision that you've made up until this point in your life has led you to where you're at right now. And I want you to take a moment and be grateful that things have worked out the way they have to put you in the position of where you're at today. Many of you today, as I'm speaking to you and I'm sharing with you, and I'm going to speak from the heart for a little bit. That's kind of how Chris works. I know our other trainers may jump straight into content, but I couldn't not have your eyes and your ears and not try to get to your heart while I'm talking to you, because I truly, and I mean that in the sense of like, I want to speak to the real you for a minute. Life has many turns, hills, valleys, and obstacles. And what I've learned in life is every single one of those that I've encountered, the ups and the downs, the good, the bad, I wouldn't know what good is if I'd never had bad. Can y'all feel me on that one? I wouldn't know what a good steak was if I had never had a bad steak. I'd have nothing to compare. And we live in a world where we can compare ourselves. Thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm kind of reinventing myself. I love that, reinventing myself. I like to believe that everybody is right where they're supposed to be. And at every stop along my way in my career, in my professional life, in my personal life, I've always tried to understand the purpose. So like, why here, why now? And instead of asking my purpose, why here, why now, I've actually changed that. And I've turned into what? In other words, I am where I am. I've made whatever decisions I've made. The world's conspired on my behalf. Maybe things don't look as bright as I want them to do. Maybe I got challenges at home, or I got challenges in the family. I got a text message from a dear friend of mine. Said his son is a quadriplegic, and he said, Chris, we almost lost him last night, and I'm sorry. He was going to miss a meeting with me. And I was like, look, man, my meeting is nowhere near as important as your family and your kid right now. You go take care of that. And the reason why I bring that up is because, is it fair for us to always assume that things could be worse? Things could always be worse. Of course they could, right? And so I have shift my mindset and start not going like, why am I here, to, you ready? What's my purpose right now? And more importantly, what's the lesson that I'm supposed to be learning right now? What that does is it puts on a different set of eyes or lens that we look. We look through a different set of lenses and we hear different things. Instead of looking for the validation of why I'm here, what's my purpose for this season right now? Not why, like, why am I going through this? Well, the answer of why may never be unfolded to us, but the one thing is, what can I learn? What can I pick up? And so today, I didn't mean to go super deep on y'all. Sorry, forgive me for that. But I hope that helps somebody by me mentioning that, because it's not just bad things, or quote bad things. It could be during good times as well. What lesson am I supposed to be learning right now? And it's not like I think that everything in life is a lesson, but I do try to learn, right? I do try to learn from my past, and that helps me to become better in my future and in my current self.